What's up mga kap and welcome again to our Pinoy Canada Q&A live streaming. Ayan mga kap, kumusta po kayo mga kap and welcome to our Q&A po mga kap every
Pinoy
Friday.
Canada Q&A
Every Friday po mga kap dito sa ating WEN in Halifax and Cup Unity Canada. Ayan po mga kap, kumusta po kayo mga kap. So anyway, if you're watching right now, please share this live streaming po mga kap dahil tanong mo, sagot na namin ni Miss Mel. So if you have immigration questions or maybe you have some clarification with your application, feel free to join our live streaming. So ayan po mga kap, no? You're going to share this live streaming to mga kap, to your family and friends. Please share it now dahil sharing is caring, di ba? So please share this live streaming. Ayan. So sa lahat ng mga kaps nating nanonood right now, maraming salamat. Please share this live streaming and of course a big shout out to Eugene Lapitan and of course from Ahmad Hamed, Family Adventure, watching in our YouTube channel. Magandang umaga po. I'm from Lian, Batangas, Philippines. Good evening, sabi ni Ron Lerio. Good evening, watching here from Bicol. Ayan, shout out sa mga Uragon. Ayan, sa mga caps natin from the Philippines po mga kap. We have a regular po program. Every Friday po itong programa natin. Q&A live streaming, 9 a.m. Halifax time, 8 p.m. every Friday, Manila time po mga kap. So there's a big time difference po mga kap. And of course, si Mera Irish RZ, no? Hello daw po from Cavite. And of course, hello po, sabi naman ni Marlon Sipat. Si Julius ay napadaan lang at nag-hi. Ayan, Julius, kumusta kayo? So anyway po mga kap, please share this live streaming po mga kap to your family and friends because sharing is caring. If you have more questions po mga kap regarding immigrations, may mga questions po kayo mga kap regarding with updates ano mga nangyayari ngayon, or maybe you are dreaming to immigrate here in Canada and one of your questions, pwede ba? Pwede ba kung kapuntang Canada? Ano yung mga kailangan ko or anong kailangan kong paghandaan or ano yung mga kailangan kong i-consider when dreaming to immigrate here in Canada. So, ayan po mga kap. So, if you have questions, feel free to ask question po mga kap dahil dito sa Q&A na to, question and answer live streaming kasama si Kap Joey Miss Mel, tanong mo, sagot po namin. So, please share this live streaming po mga kap. And of course, ang walang sawang palaging nanonood, si May Sanchez na nanonood sa ating Facebook account. Hi Kap Joey and Miss Mel. Katrina Suarez, good evening from Quezon City. Shout out from Jomar. Ayun, Cortez. Ayan, shout out sa iyo, Jomar Cortez. Na sana nanonood ka rin, no? Para marinig mo tong shout out ni Kap Joey. I'm super rush. Sabi Kap Joey, okay lang po ba pumunta ng Canada na walang invitation letter? So mamaya po mga Kap, sasagutin natin yan, pero walang invitation or ITA, anong program, no? Tourist visa ba yan, no? So, and of course, si Anne Javier, hello po, watching from Hong Kong. Ayun. Joe Ajok, ayan. Kumusta po? Ayan, good evening po. And mga kap, if you have more questions po mga kap, feel free to ask questions. And of course, bago tayo magsimula, please share this live streaming. So, share muna natin, no? Share our live streaming po mga kap para marami ang maaabot. So, speaking of Canadian dreams, most of our caps po ay nangangarap na pumunta dito sa Canada. And one of, common questions that we always get, Kap, mahal po ba mag-immigrate dito sa Canada? So there's a lot of considerations po mga Kap. Kasi number one, anong program po yun, no? If you're express entry, we're talking about you are required to get approval funds. Pag AIPP, mas mababa yung proof of funds ng express entry. So, number one na ano yan mga Kap is, anong program kukunin? So, if you have a lot of questions, Kap, ano yung ano mga different program diyan sa Canada? Or Kap, ano yung mga requirements sa Canada? Kap, kailangan ko ba ng proof of funds? Kailan ko kailangan po, Kap, ng aking proof of funds? Kailan ko kailangan ang language test? Kailan ko kailangan ang education credential assessment? So these are the common questions na palagi namin nakukuha dito sa Q&A, sa aming mga private messages and email. That's why we invite you po mga Kap to join our webinar. So we have a free webinar every Monday po yan mga Kap. Every Monday, we have a free webinar po mga Kap for you. So to answer these common questions. So if you're dreaming to immigrate here in Canada, anong mo rin, magkano, anong requirements, anong program, nako, you need to join our free webinar. Join our free webinar po mga Kap. It's free. Walang mawawala sa'yo. Just join us. We will explain, share with you updates, no? Mga step-by-step process. We make it simplified para mas madali maintindihan yung mga immigration programs. And of course, it is explained by Miss Amelia. Miss Amelia is our partner here at Community Canada, and she is our licensed immigration consultant, no? Siya yung ating licensed immigration consultant. So, kung saan i-explain sa atin ni Miss Mel in easier, no? In layman's term, yung mga immigration program. That's why you need to join our free webinar. Join our free webinar po mga Kap, walang mawawala. So, maybe you're asking, paano naman mag-join po dyan mga Kap, no? So, you can simply join by visiting our website. It's capunitycanada.ca. Again, ang ating website is capunitycanada.ca. Medyo mali lang yung typo lang mga Kap yung ano natin, yung nakalagay sa banner. Ito, inayos ko na. So our free webinar is 9 a.m. every Monday, Halifax time. So if you are in Manila, that will be 8 p.m. po mga Kap. So tamang-tama, no? Tapos na ang trabaho, no? Maybe off ka na sa iyong work, then it's perfect po mga Kap to join our free webinar. It's free mga Kap. You can invite your friends, you can invite your family to join our free webinar. Ayan. So anyway po mga Kap, if you have more questions, we encourage you to ask your questions. And of course po mga Kap, share this live streaming. Ayan. Ayan po mga Kap. So nakikita ko na, share ko lang po mga Kap yung ating live streaming. Shout out muna tayo from Mira. Sabi niya, hello po from Cavite. Nako, ang tanong ni Marlon, paano ba makapunta dyan sa Canada? So, there's a lot of program pong available dito sa Canada. No? Pwede kang express entry, pwede kang mga pilot program kaya ng EIPP, pwede ka din mag-student. No? Ang tanong dito, saan ka ba eligible? Or ano ba yung mga requirements ng each program? So I strongly suggest, Marlon, medyo mahabang usapan to, no? I strongly suggest to join our free webinar every Monday, 9 a.m. Halifax time po mga Kap, no? 9 a.m. Halifax time, that will be 8 p.m. if you are in Manila or you're in the Philippines. Sabi naman ni Charlotte Adagan, hello po, ayun. Good morning po Kap Joey from Vancouver, sabi ni Crystal Fernandez. And of course po mga Kap, good evening po from Quezon City. Pa-shoutout po kay Jomar Cortez. Ay na-shoutout ko na to kanina. So, and of course, shoutout sa mga Kaps natin from Hong Kong. Nako, maraming salamat for always joining us po mga Kaps, especially Anne Javier. Thank you very much for joining us. And of course, please invite your family, friends, co-workers in Hong Kong to join our free webinar every Monday, 9 a.m. Halifax time, 8 p.m. Manila time po mga Kap. This is one way to help you to understand the different programs here in Canada. And of course po mga Kap, there's a lot of, okay, may mga questions po mga Kap, ini-skip ko. I'm going to reserve these questions to Miss Amelia. Ayan. And of course, I just want to, ayan, tinag naman ni Charlotte si kanyang friends. Ayan. Ayan, welcome po, sabi ni si Rahat Muhammad and Ava. Hi po, ayun. Hello, watching from Baguio City. And of course, shout out sa mga caps natin from Dubai. Ayan, kumusta po kayo? Sa mga caps natin from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Middle East, kumusta po kayo? Anyway po mga Kap, another one that I would like to invite you mga Kap to follow Kap Unity Canada Facebook page because we will post some job position po mga Kap. So if you're looking for employer or maybe a you're looking for staff po kayo. Ayan. So maybe if you're looking for a job offer po mga Kap dito sa Canada, follow Kap Unity Canada po mga Kap. Nako, we have a lot of job opportunities for you. Most especially po mga Kap, if you are number one, if you are barista, no? If you're working in coffee shops or maybe you are working in a fast food, no? Mga fast food chain, no? If you are working, please visit Community Canada anytime soon po mga Kap, and we will post job opportunity for F&B, no? Food and beverage experience, no? So if you are in the food and beverage industry and you're dreaming to immigrate here in Canada, nako, you need to make sure po mga Kap to follow Cup Unity Canada Facebook page because we post job opportunities. And you know what, kumakap, these job opportunities can give you a job offer, no? Possible that it can be a work permit or EIPP depending po sa qualifications mo. And of course, depende sa kayang i-provide ni employer. So, I strongly suggest pumakap as early as now, keep on checking Cap Unity Canada for job opportunities pumakap. And of course, for all our nurses, if you're nurses in the Philippines, in Middle East, or maybe you're nurses and dreaming to immigrate here in Canada, maybe you are a licensed nurse, or maybe you are not a licensed nurse but with an experience, nako, you need to check our Facebook page soon because we will have another job fair for nurses pumakap, and maybe again it's a opportunity to get a job offer. Another one po mga Kap, yung mga Kaps po natin na nasa hospitality, front desk, no? Housekeeping supervisor, you need to check our Facebook account po mga Kap for job position. In short po mga Kap, F&B, hospitality, and healthcare workers we have a job positions available that will be posted in a few weeks po right now. So strongly suggest as early as now, keep on checking Community Canada Facebook para po at least papano you are always up to date, no? Hindi ninyo ma-miss itong opportunity na ito. So yun po mga Kap. So please always share our Facebook page po mga Kap. Maybe you are not a nurse, maybe you are not a healthcare provider, maybe you are not in a F&B, but you have friends or family, please share our page to your family and friends. Baka makatulong po kayo sa kanyang pangarap makapunta dito sa Canada. And of course, let's go to our Q&A questions. Alam ko, hinihintay-hintay niyo po ito. But bago po tayo mag-Q&A, please share this live streaming to other Facebook groups po mga para ma-invite po sila. Tag your friends, tag your family po mga Kap to watch our live streaming. Share this live streaming to your family through the messenger, no, private message para makapanood po sila because this video, this live is live na live po ito kasama ang ating partner na si Miss Amelia Adjak. And I think Miss Amelia is here. Miss Mel, kumusta?
Good morning, everyone!
Good morning. Yan. Kumusta, Miss Mel?
Okay naman.
Yan. So anyway, I've just invite them to join our Q&A every Friday, 9 a.m. Halifax time. And of course, our every Monday webinar. Ano, Miss Mel, ang kanilang i-expect sa ating webinar this Monday? Kasi ang daming mga updates, no? Ang daming mga bagong updates ang Canada immigration wherein it will give a big difference, no? Magkakaroon talaga ng big impact. Miss Mel, ano mga expectation na or reasons why they need to join our webinar this coming Monday?
Actually, marami silang dapat na i-expect. Number one is, una sa lahat, we're live. Hindi siya recorded. So, ibig sabihin, live tayong mag-uusap noong mga recent updates about immigration, especially when it comes with the student visa. Number two is, pwede po kayong magtanong ng kahit na ano po regarding with your case. So, feel free to join us to our webinar kasi kumbaga, it's a free information for everyone, especially if you're doing a DIY. Marami kang makukuhang insight from a professional and also from other applicant as well.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Miss Mel. So don't miss this opportunity po mga kap, no? Every webinar that we have po mga kap is we discuss it in the easiest way. Layman's term po mga kap, because there's our resources. Canada.ca is the resources. However, sometimes pag pumunta ka dyan, it's very overwhelming. However, on our free webinar, aside sa libre ito, we explain this in the easiest way. And sabi nga ni Miss Mel, you can ask questions. So ayan po mga kap, huwag natin patatagalin. Madaming naghihintay ng mga Q&A natin. Let's begin with Mark Jones Vazig, no? He is watching on our YouTube channel. Shout out sa mga kaps natin from When in Halifax. Ask ko lang po, yan, since may new ruling na yung SOWP or Student Open Work Permit, if ever ma-qualified si Open Work Permit mag-apply ng PR, like CEC, CEC or EIPP, pwede pa ba siya mag-main applicant? Thanks po.
May mga bago ngayon regarding with the student visa. So I strongly suggest, Mark, to join us on Monday kasi we are preparing for our presentation regarding with that matter and how it will affect yung mga papasok na mga student visa or yung mga currently na mga naka-student visa dito sa loob ng Canada.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Miss Mel. And we expect you, Mark Jones, to join our webinar this coming Monday. Just visit our website, capunitycanada.ca. Eugene Lapitan, hi po. And of course, from Batangas naman si Eugene Lapitan. Si Julius is hi, good evening. Si Ron from Bicol. Hello po from Cavite. Paano po makapunta dyan sa Canada? This is a common question that we always get, Miss Mel. Paano ba makapunta ng Canada?
Well, actually, lagi tayo nag-uumpisa kung ano ang background ng applicant. Kasi ika nga natin, ever since, is hindi po pwede kay Pedro ang possible na po pwede kay Juan. So, hindi dahil sa possible para sa kanila is possible din para sa'yo. So, umpisahan mo muna sa pag-assess kung ano ang iyong background. At doon ka mag-umpisa na mag-research kung ano yung mga possible na pathway. Una mong titignan dapat is yung klase ng trabaho na meron ka. Are you a skilled worker? If that's the if the answer is yes, then let's go to the proceed to the next question. Gaano ka nakatagal na skilled worker? Meron ka na bang English exam? May ECE ka ba? Kung mag-a-apply ka ba ng permanent resident directly, is pasok ba yung score mo doon sa CRS para makakuha ng invitation to apply? And the question will go for it. Kaya hindi natin siya masagot na paano nga ba makakapunta ng Canada? As we all know, Canada have a different pathway. A lot of pathway for us to come. Unfortunately, hindi lahat ng pathway pasok tayo.
Yes. Maraming mga kailangan na considers ng mga requirements. Hindi lang po basta na meron ka ng employer, pasok ka na dito sa Canada. Employer is one of the requirements, but there's a lot of things that you need to consider. Also, yung sinabi nga ni Ms. Mel, work experience, education, language test, depende sa program na tatahakin mo. So I think, just to add on, Ms. Mel, no, paano mo kapunta sa Canada, aside from knowing your score, is to learn or educate yourself, no, about the Canada immigration by joining our free webinar this coming Monday. Kasi on the free webinar po mga kap, you will learn a lot for free from Miss Amelia Ajok, our licensed immigration consultant. So from there, makakapag-decide ka na, ito pala yung mga programs dito sa Canada. Ito pala yung mga requirements dito sa Canada. So now, ikaw mismo makakasagot sa tanong mo, paano makapunta sa Canada, di ba? So hello, sabi ni Charlotte, good morning po, sabi ni Crystal from Vancouver, Cap Joey, okay lang po ba na pumunta ng Canada na walang invitation letter? Pwede ba yung Miss Mel walang invitation letter, or I think she's talking about the ITA?
Actually, wait. So, pwedeng IDA, and I think pwede rin about the tourist visa. So, kung ang pinag-uusapan natin is express entry, kung wala kang ITA, meaning wala kang application on process when it comes with the government. So, wala kang pinoprocess actually kapag ka nandoon ka pa lang sa profiling stage. Kung ang ibig mo sabihin naman ay tourist visa at wala kang invitation letter from someone else, possible na po pwede yan. However, you need to have a strong reason why are you visiting Canada. Kasi may mga pumupunta ng Canada na they're doing like pilgrimage, yung mga religious. And they don't have invitation letter from someone kasi most of them doesn't have or do not have any relatives in Canada. However, okay naman siya kasi you're part of a group. So, depende kung paano mo ipe-present yung application mo at saka yung intention mo pumunta ng Canada. What if the situation will be the other way around? Paano kung halimbawa is you wanna visit Canada because you wanna find a work. However, wala kang kamag-anak dito, you don't have any resources for you to stay in Canada. Halimbawa, let's say that you're claiming for 6 months, however, you don't have any work or yung financial is medyo mababa, then the risk of refusal is medyo mataas.
And thank you, Miss Mel. Sabi ni Katrina Suarez, good evening po. Pa-shoutout lang kay Joma, nabasa ko na to. Si Wayne Sanchez, palagi nanonood. Si Ann, hello po, watching from Hong Kong. Pwede po bang malaman if may mura pong process fee to immigrate?
You mean the government fees or sa mga professional fee ng mga immigration consultant? If ang tanong mo is about government fees, unfortunately, iisa lang ang government fee ng government. So, kapag dating naman sa mga professional fee, you have to double check muna kung ano yung mga services na ino-offer. Kasi some of us, you have to shop around as well. At saka at the same time, you have to compare what services are we offering. Kasi baka mamaya yung iba, mura nga. However, ikaw naman ang gagawa ng mga forms. All they have to do is to double check it and submit it to the government. So technically, parang it's more of a checking part. Or the kind of immigration or agencies like Cap Unity. Now, we will help you from the start up to the end of your application. Although, syempre, the fees is on average side. Pero still, I mean, knowing the services will be, tawag doon, lahat is ibibigay namin, tutulungan namin kayo. Then it explains why are we charging that amount.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, Ms. Paul. Sabi ni Mendy, thank you for inviting me here. You're very welcome. It's a regular program po mga kap every Friday. 9 a.m. Halifax time, 8 p.m. Manila time, our Q&A. So may mga questions po kayo, wala pong problema. Dahil dito, sabi nga namin, sagot na namin. So tanong mo, sagot namin. Kaya ni I'm Super Rush, puntahan ko po sana girlfriend ko nang hindi niya alam. Tapos, magpo-propose po ako sa kanya. We are the same-sex relationship. Pwede ba yun, Miss Mel?
Possible naman.
Ayan, thank you. Sabi ni Marlon Sipat, gusto ko po makapunta diyan kahit fruit picker or farmer. Possible ba yun?
Babalik pa rin tayo sa number one question. Ikaw ba ay may merong work experience related dyan? Pero Marlon, since this is your first time na mag-search about going to Canada, I strongly suggest to send us a resume sa Community Canada and we do free assessment. Doon tayo mag-start. And then join the webinar, join the Q&A para at least mag-build yung knowledge na meron ka right now and ma-apply mo yun sa iyong case.
Absolutely. Ayan mga kap, no? Speaking of free initial assessment, just go to our website, Community Canada/assessment, or just visit communitycanada.ca. Ayan po yung website sa ibabaw ko. So just click that to, you cannot click that one. Type to your browser, communitycanada.ca po mga kap, and you can go to our website and you can check there is a free assessment. Just click that one, fill up the forms, and you get our free initial assessment. And of course, si Joe Ajok, Miss Mel, ka-Ajok mo, ka-Ajok, kapamilya. Ayan, sabi ni Nora, Kap, may mura, nabasa na natin yan. Tourist visa po, Kap, sabi ni I'm super rush. So, tinatanong niya kung mag-tourist visa at nagpo-propose siya sa kanyang partner. Caffeinated Traveler, hi Kap, watching from Isabela. Kumusta po? May age limit po ba? Yun, age limit po bang Canada, Miss Mel?
Depende sa program na a-applyan mo. Pero technically, wala namang age limit na nakaset for immigration. Bakit ko sinabi na depende sa program? Kasi if you're applying for express entry at na-reach mo na yung age na 45, automatic zero na yung score mo. Pero it doesn't necessarily mean na kung ikaw ay 45 years old, ibig sabihin, hindi ka na pwede mag-apply ng permanent resident dito sa Canada through the express entry. It only means na you can still apply but keep a note that because of your age, medyo mababa yung score.
That's why po mga kap, if you are eligible today, do it today, no? Wag nang patumpik-tumpik kasi tumatanda po tayo. Ang bilis pa naman panahon ngayon, Miss Mel, no? Marirealize mo na sa 18 ka na. Yeah, dati 17 ka lang. Sabi ka, ayan. Sabi ni Jason.
I mean, and that's one of the reason na tawag doon. Yan yung kahit na, kasi yung iba, tsaka na ako pupunta ng Canada kasi meron naman ako maayos na work dito or for whatever reason. So,
mag-iipon mo na. Sa kanilang punta ng Canada, mag-iipon mo na ako kasi dahil malaki pala yung proof of funds. Diba? Parang ganun, no?
yes.
Then realize, ay, tumatanda pala ako. Yung edad ko pala na makaka-apekto pala to sa application ko. So, walang age limit, but again, sabi ni Miss Mel, depende sa program. So, you need to check the program. Yun. And if you want to learn more about this, please join our free webinar every Monday, 9 a.m. Halifax time, 8 p.m. po, Manila time. Sabi ni Ramil Cortez, good evening po, by the way po. Ano po yun? Hi Kap, Joey, Miss Mel watching from Qatar. Have a great day po. Shout out sa mga Kaps natin from Qatar. Patuloy naman po makapagtrabaho diyan sa Canada, sabi ni Marlon Sipat.
Yes, Marlon. Like I said, message us with Community Canada. And let's start from there.
Absolutely. Interested po ako. And if you're interested to immigrate here in Canada, Lakay, si Gab, just join our free webinar po mga Kap. Or do the free initial assessment for free. Ev Haramillo, totoo po ba na di na pwede magpalit ng student visa at open work permit? Where yung open work permit hindi na pwedeng maging principal?
Unfortunately, it's true. And Eve, I strongly suggest to join us on our webinar on Monday kasi ito yung mga maiinit na topic na pag-uusapan natin.
Absolutely. Just imagine po mga Kap, we will update you. And this update is presented by our licensed immigration consultant. So feel free to join our free webinar this coming Monday, most especially if you are a DIY, or maybe you're planning with your student pathway, or maybe you have ongoing application. Ako, you need to join our webinar on Monday. Nag-wave po ba kayo? Nag-wave po ba kayo ng IELTS, sir?
Actually, any agency or even lawyers, hindi po kami ang reason para ma-waive ang IELTS. Nasa Government of Canada po, depende sa program na a-applyan nyo kung i-waive nila ang English exam o hindi. Hindi po namin control yan. Control po yan ng government.
Thank you, Ms. Mal. And of course, Sir Cap, ask ko lang po, kailangan po bang i-declare ang previous application ko pero withdraw na isang student permit application?
Kung nakakuha ka ng invitation to apply at nakaabot ka sa stage na nag-apply ka talaga, nakakuha ka ng file number from the government kasi nag-proceed from invitation to apply to proper application, then declare it. Pero kung ang ibig mong sabihin ng pagde-declare is just the EE profiling, then there's no need. Kasi always remember na ang profiling ng government is hindi pa po yan proper application or hindi pa yan application sa Canada ng mga applicant. So kumbaga parang nag-try ka or bumili ka ng loto, pero
May
hindi
ticket ka.
ibig sabihin na nanalo ka sa loto, pero meron kang ticket.
Very smart yung ano mo talaga. Example.
Gumagana na yung utak ko eh. Aga pa kasi.
Pero totoo naman, no? I mean, it doesn't mean na nanalo ka na, bumili ka pa ng lotto ticket, di ba? So, same with the express entry. So, ito yung mga example, mga kap, no? If you're going to join our free webinar, this is one way how we explain in the webinar para mas madali po natin maintindihan yung mga terminologies and mga pathway to Canada. Sabi nga namin ni Miss Mel, we make it easier for you, no? And it's convenient. It's remote. It's live, no? Live na live, hindi recorded, no? If we will pursue our EIPP family migration, do we need to create GCK account?
Actually, I would rather do it the other way around. Before you create your GCK account for the proper application, kumpletuhin mo muna yung requirements. Make sure that everything is good. Like, meron ka ng employer, meron ka ng English exam, kumpleto na lahat bago ka mag-proceed ng GCP. Kasi kahit na meron ka ng GCP, kung hindi kumpleto ang iyong requirements, hindi po magpo-proceed yung application.
Thank you, Ms. Mom. Sabi ni Carlota, I want the student permit, student pathway po. Red flag po ba if nag-international student po ako sa London, kaso di ko po natapos. Naka 1 year lang po ako. Thank you po. Red flag ba yun, Miss Mel?
Well, number one, you still have to declare it. Kasi it will affect somehow. Pero depende na lang yan kung paano mo sasabihin sa immigration para at least hindi siya mag-take into the negative way para sa'yo.
Absolutely. Sabi ni Rev, kinukumusta niya yung deal natin sa isang hospital. Actually, we will post more job position po maybe in a few weeks po, mga kap. So if you're a registered nurse, you are planning to immigrate here, looking for job offer, follow Community Canada, and malay mo, ikaw na ang mapili this time, no? Sabi ni Jairo, gaano po kalaki ang chance kapag kapatid lang po ang mag-sponsor sa iyo papuntang Winnipeg, Manitoba?
Actually, before, when I first starting in Canada, dati sa Winnipeg, pwede ka nga mag-sponsor kahit kaibigan mo lang eh. Ngayon, hindi na po pwedeng ganon. So, dapat yung... So, aside sa meron kang kapatid or kamag-anak yung immigration nila. So, ibig sabihin, dapat skilled worker ka din, may English exam ka, may invitation to apply ka din para mag-proceed yung iyong application. So, babalik pa rin tayo sa karamihan ng requirements is manggagaling sa'yo. Kumbaga, ang maitutulong lang ni kapatid sa'yo, let's say 20%, pero yung 80% ikaw ang magtatrabaho noon. So, kung possible naman, at kasali ka naman doon sa kanilang in-demand list, then I strongly suggest to do the express entry or yung kanilang PNP pathway dahil malaki yung chance mo na makakaabot. Pero kung hindi ka naman skilled worker, kahit na may kapatid ka pa sa Winnipeg, hindi magpo-proceed yung iyong application.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Jairo. And of course, mga kap, if you're watching on a Facebook group, kasi share ng mga kaps natin o kapatid po natin, make sure po mga kap to click that link and join or comment on the Facebook page po ng Community Canada or when in Halifax para po mabasa po namin yung mga questions. I see some questions that are commented in the Facebook group. Unfortunately, hindi po namin mababasa yung question nyo if you comment in the Facebook group. So make sure po mga Kap to comment on the original post, which is the Kap Unity Canada live streaming. So I already pin po mga Kap yung ating live streaming. So just go to our Facebook account and then the first one is the live streaming po mga Kap. So yan, baka may mga questions po kayo hindi namin masagot, hindi namin nakita kasi nasa loob ng Facebook group. So make sure po mga Kap to comment on the original post. Thank you sa mga Kaps natin nag-share and of course nag-invite ng mga Kaps or kapatid natin. Raymar Perez, yauna, good day po from Abu Dhabi. And si Ava, hello po. Any updates about the EIPP dahil hanggang December 2021 na lang po bang EIPP? There's any new program for Atlantic region?
Number one, Hannah, EIPP
na lang
is a permanent application na po. So disregard the December 2021.
Mm-hmm. So yan, maraming mga questions. I don't know where they get this one. But again po mga Kap, keep on checking Community Canada or Canada.ca because we post updates about this immigration. So far po mga Kap, with the AIPP program with the questions, wala pong ganun na update. Hello po watching from Baguio City, si Cristel, si Ayin ba? Watching from Dubai. Shout out sa mga Kaps natin from Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Pwede po ba mag-work fruit picker or farmer si Dirilio?
Answer will be, it will depend kung ano yung background.
May factor po yun mga Kap, yung background mo. But anyway, if this is your first time to join our Q&A, mga Kap, we have a free webinar. It's like a seminar, no? Where Miss Amelia will share with you yung mga programs paano pumunta dito sa Canada. She will explain to us kung ano yung in a easier way po mga Kap. Hello po Kap Joey, ask ko lang po, is it true that EIPP will end on December 31?
It's not true po. Ginawa na po nilang permanent yung program.
Ayan. Thank you very much, Miss Val. And of course, good morning po. Sabi ni Pilar Raymondo, good evening po. Tapos na po ako ng biometrics sa Super Visa at nabunot or na-invite po ako sa parent sponsorship. Paano ang proseso ng papers? Ano pong gagawin namin? Thank you po and God bless. Sabi ni Pilar.
So, first of all po, congratulations. Number two po, it's totally different application. So, wag niyo po munang i-cancel yung application nyo ng Super Visa kasi mas mabilis pa rin na makakarating kayo through the Super Visa pathway. However, you can ask your child or grandchild in Canada to continue the process for the PR application para at least dalawa ang pwedeng mangyari. Pwede kayong pumunta dito, baka mamaya mas mauna pang lumabas yung permanent resident application or possible din naman na while you're in Canada, lumabas yung result ng PR app.
I just want Miss Mel to highlight because I think there's 2-3 questions na nagtatanong kung mag-i-end ba yung EIPP. So I'm just sharing the screen po mga Kap right now. So I went to canada.ca. This is the official website ng Canada. And it says here, government has committed to make this pilot a permanent program. So yan. And of course, good evening po, watching from Mandaluyong, sabi ni Joy Valenzuela. And of course, Maribeth, tinagnin ang kanyang mga katropa. And of course, watching si Mia from Surigao. Hello po. Ask ko lang po, if nasa Canada na ba, kahit anong work doon, pwede ma-PR kahit cleaning po?
Hindi po. Depende po yan kung saan kayo pupunta dito sa Canada at ano yung program na available for that province. Kasi so kung ikaw ay skilled worker, kahit paano, anywhere in Canada, you have the opportunity. Pero kapag ikaw ay low skill, then it will depend kung nasaan ka. At saka depende kung ano ang iyong way ng pagpunta dito sa Canada at kung ano ang pathway na available when it comes to the province. Example, Although hindi siya pwede sa cleaning kasi ang cleaning or cleaner is classified under low skilled or yung NOCD. Pero for example, binigyan ka ng ibang position like receptionist. Receptionist is NOCC. Pag nasa ibang province ka, hindi pa siya enough for you to apply for permanent resident. Not unless itaas ang requirements or itaas ang job offer into supervisory para maka-apply ka for permanent resident. Pero that's the advantage of going to Atlantic provinces. So from my example, you can apply under the intermediate skilled category of AAPP basta qualified si employer as a designated employer at ikaw naman ay qualified to apply under the stream, then po pwede kang mag-apply for the position or for that pathway. Marami kasing kailangan na i-factor out para masagot natin yung pupuwede ka nga ba mag-PR o hindi.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Miss Mo. Sabi ni Glenda, hello po. Sabi ni Tin watching from Davao City. Si Very watching from Antique. Please send me the link getting information. You can also visit our website, Community Canada, Ramat, Omahad. And of course, 7 years in food industry. Sir Cap, submit or follow Community Canada for any new job possession opportunities po mga Kap. Sabi ni Ruby watching from North Cotabato. So lahat nating mga F&B, hospitality, or maybe you are healthcare professional, nurses po kayo mga Kap, please follow Community Canada kasi magpo-post kami in a few weeks ng job positions po or job opportunity. Pwede po malaman kung ang paralegal education ay PGWP. Ano po bang NOC code niya at eligible job for PR? Thank you po.
Yung PGWP is magfo-fall under siya kung saan ka papasok na eskwelahan. So kung yan ay public school, then eligible sila for PGWP. So regarding the NOC code at kung ano ang job for PR, paralegal is, tignan natin. For you to find yung tawag doon, yung kung ano yung NOC, go with Canada website or you can search NOC code Canada para mas mabilis. And then from there, find your NOC and then you can just type in, napin na lang natin sa search. Paralegal. (4211). Balik ka ulit. So, skill level B po siya. So, regarding with the pathway, then magdedepende na rin yan kung nasaan ka. Pero knowing that skill level to is skilled category, then pwede kang mag-apply into CEC, into Federal Express Entry, or pwede rin ng PNP, depende na lang kung nasang province ka.
Thank you very much, Miss Mel. And of course, Miss Mel, start tayo sa pinababa.
Sige.
Cut off tayo. So mga Kap, no, there's a lot of questions. So what we're going to do po mga Kap, we will start from the bottom po mga Kap, just to make sure lahat ng mga questions ninyo ay ma-accommodate po namin. So this is what we always do in our Q&A. We always do a cut-off just to make sure na masagot po namin yung mga questions. Just in case, no, by any chance, hindi namin nasagot yung questions, huwag po kayo magtatampo because this is every Friday. Or kung bitin kayo, you can go to our every Monday webinar. Because on the webinar, sabi nga ni Miss Mel, you're able to learn from us. You can also ask questions. Ayun. Sabi ni Joy Valenzuela, thank you po. Sabi ni Cristel, hello po Kap, Miss Mel. Sa student visa application po, kung isasama ang dalawang anak, anong permit ang need po i-apply for them? Student din po ba or temporary resident visa?
Kung ikaw ay nag-apply pa lang, medyo tricky to eh. I would rather suggest to apply under the temporary resident visa kasi kung wala ka pa dito, paano ka makakakuha ng letter of acceptance, which is kailangan na kailangan mo para doon sa student permit application ng dalawa mong dependent.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Ms. Bell. Sabi ni Aileen Simbulan, pwede din po bang mag-PR application ang open work permit under student? If PR na po, pwede po mag-stop schooling si student. Pwede ba yun, Ms. Mel?
Isa to sa mga tricky na mga situation.
Mhm.
Una sa lahat, balik na rin natin. Pwede po ba mag-PR application na open work permit under na student? For that question, I will answer that this webinar on Monday. Kasi marami tayong kailangan pag-usapan regarding with that. And we don't have enough time right now para scrutinize yun. And if PR na po, pwede po ba mag-stop schooling si student? If you're permanent resident of Canada, then you can do whatever you want. Pwede ka mag-aral, pwede ka mag-stop, pwede ka na magtrabaho ng ilang trabaho. It's up to you. If you don't want to work, then it's really up to you.
Thank you, Ms. Mel. Sabi ni Adeng, good evening po. Hired na po ako. NOC Security 2 Agency po. May chance po maisabay ko asawa ko papuntang Canada. May apply ko bang open work permit?
I don't really suggest na in doing that kasi there's a big risk of refusal since hindi ka pa nag-uumpisa sa trabaho, because one of the requirements as well is for you to have a pay stubs in Canada. So kung hindi ka magkakaroon ng pay stubs kung wala ka pa dito sa loob ng Canada.
Thank you, Ms. Mel. And of course, si Carlota, si open work permit po ba hindi pwedeng mag-apply ng open work permit? I think this is about the student.
Yes.
Mga kap, if you're a student planning to immigrating here or may mga pending application kayo, join our free webinar by going to capunitycanada.ca and nandun po yung mga job schedule webinar po natin. Kung wala, balikan niyo lang po at nandiyan na po yan. Nasa website lang po natin yan. Sabi ni Aubrey Lee, planning to take student pathway personal support worker and course sa Ontario after po ba man nag-study, anong pwedeng pathway to become a PR? Can I apply for EIPP kahit waiting for PGWP?
Well, like I've said po, AIPP is employer-driven. Pero kung ganun yung magiging plano mo, why not mag-aral ka na directly sa Atlantic Province para at least ma-maximize mo yung kanilang program. Rather than you're gonna study in Toronto and then later on you're gonna transfer. Although there's a lot of students taking PSW na ang ginagawa nila is lumilipat sa Atlantic provinces after. So it's a possible way, pero for me is effective siya, to be honest, kasi nandito ka na sa loob ng Canada. However, hindi siya time efficient.
Sure. Thank you, Ms. Mel. Sabi ni Betel, good evening po, Ms. Mel. Learning a lot from your channel. Waiting din po sa application namin, caregiver, home, child care.
Ito ang medyo frustrating when it comes to the caregiver pathway. Not only you guys, but even as mga consultant. Kasi mahigit isang taon na file number para lang ang hawak natin. Wala pa yung next process. So, tawag doon, konting pag-unawa when it comes with the government because they are doing a lot of applications right now. Pero nakaka-frustrate. Isipin mo, nirelease yung rule ng 2019 until na wala pa nakakapasok.
It's been how many years? 2 years na ba, diba? So anyway, pumakap, there's a lot of changes because of COVID then, no? Because of COVID, really, there's a big impact with the application process. Dati, in less than 7 months or 6 months, nandito ka na. Pero ngayon, because of COVID, you know, yung mga mga restrictions, malaki yung significant impact sa process ng immigration, di ba? So, anyway, sabi ni Ms. Mel, dagdagan pa ng konting patience, no? Pero because once you're here, madali na lang, no? Red Salazar, hello po. What if po mag 1-year program ang kinuha ni student permit? Then, I think ito ay, we will answer this to the webinar. Mas maganda to, Ms. Mel, mag-join sila sa webinar natin this coming Monday. May TRB po kami na-expired ng 2020, mag-expire sa 2022. Dapat po bang hintayin muna namin ma-expire yung TRB bago mag-process ng student visa? Family of 3 po kami.
It's not necessary. So kung gusto mo na mag-apply ngayon, why are you going to wait na mag-expire siya ng 2022 wherein hindi naman nire-require ng government na dapat is wala kang status dito sa Canada.
Thank you, Ms. Mel. Sir, mayroon po bang heavy equipment operator? Thank you po.
As of now, wala pa po, pero I strongly suggest to send your resume with Cap Unity Canada para at least kasi minsan meron tayong mga employer na hindi na sila umaabot sa posting stage. Kasi may mga employer na kailangan ko na ng worker ngayon na, bigyan mo ko in a matter of 30 minutes. So usually, bumabalik muna tayo doon sa mga nag-apply na sa atin at sila yung una natin kinokontak because of time restriction na binibigay sa atin ng employer, minsan wala tayong time mag-post. Pero most of our employers naman, they understand the process of hiring foreign worker and they allow us naman kahit papano na magbigay sila ng oras for us to do our job searching. Kasi it's not efficient also for us as an agency if hindi nila tayo bibigyan ng enough time to find the suitable workers for them.
Absolutely. And speaking of skilled workers, no, meron po tayong to be post, no, in a few weeks, yung mga roofing, no, mga skilled worker na roofing, painters, no, ties, no, mga magandang experience, no, on the notification with Community Canada kasi doon kami magpo-post po ng mga job opportunities. So, ayan. Hello, Kap, Mr. Watching from Makati. Ask ko lang po, paano po yung OINP, Foreign Workers Team? Pwede di bang isamang partner like parang PNP process? Thank you po.
Yes. Pwede po kasi permanent resident application din po yan. However, basahin niyo po mabuti yung requirements. Kung qualified po kayo, then go proceed. Pero if not, then make sure po na na-meet muna yung mga requirements bago kayo mag-proceed when it comes with the proper or doon sa proper application.
Thank you, Miss Mel. And of course, sabi ni Vic watching from Indonesia. Hello po, Ma'am Mel. And Kap Joey, ask ko lang po, puro garments manufacturing company po. Experience ko 40 years old na po ako. May chance pa po ba kahit farm worker? Possible ba to, Miss Mel?
Depende yan sa overall na application mo. Kasi po pwede na yung job responsibilities mo is somehow mag-match doon sa job offer. So, I strongly suggest po to send your resume with Cap Unity Canada.
Thank you very much, Miss Mel. Sabi ni Hoya Divina, hello po sir. Nag-send po ako ng resume. Caretaker po experience ko. Pasok po ba sa NOC 4412? High school graduate dito po sa Taiwan.
Unfortunately, for caregiver pathway, kailangan po bawat factor noong program na meet nyo. English exam, education, work experience. Yun yung pinaka-importante and also the job offer. So, hindi po pwede napapasa yung tatlo at yung isa babagsak. Unfortunately, kung ikaw po ay high school graduate sa atin sa Pilipinas, kahit na po may work experience ka, hindi nyo po na-meet yung program. So, it's either na mag-upgrade ka ng iyong requirements or ng iyong education para ma-meet yung 1-year post-secondary in Canada, or you can undergo with the student pathway para at least kasi kapag babalikan ng Pilipinas, especially na nasa Taiwan ka na, ang problema is it will take about 3 years para ma-meet mo yan. Kasi usually ang 1-year post-secondary dito sa Canada, kapag wala kang K-12 is second year, third year college. So why not go undergo sa Canada ng student pathway para na-meet mo yan? So mas matanggap ka ng school.
Mas lumalaki yung opportunity mo, di ba? So, another one is, hi Cap, I was interviewed Canadian employee last week under hospitality, pero di po ako naka-receive ng result, Cap. So, sa mga Caps nating na-interview, no, we're still on the selection process. So, if you are selected po mga Cap, definitely you will be emailed by our team and will ask for additional documentations po mga Cap, no? But right now po mga Cap, if you don't get a result from us na accepted kayo or hired kayo, just hintay mo na po kayo mga kap because most of our employers right now are on the selection process. All right? Thank you very much, Sid Kang, for messaging us. Boss, paano po pag may problema sa surname? Salamat po kasi wala po akong surname na pasa, pero yung ID ko meron.
You have to include a letter of explanation. And then, it will be the discretion of the officer kung tatanggapin niya yung explanation mo or kailangan niyang humingi ng mga additional documents.
And of course, sabi ni Charina, hi Kap, dito po ako sa UAE, counted po ba yung visa title ko ay hindi parehas ng job position? I'm coffee shop supervisor, pero barista ang nasa visa ko. Pero I can provide COE as a supervisor. Salamat po.
Include a letter of explanation sa iyong application para at least maintindihan ni officer kung bakit ganun yung nasa visa mo. Kasi in other countries, dito sa Canada, bawal yan.
Yes. Thank you very much. And if you are a coffee supervisor, if you're a barista, nako, you need to on the notification of Cup Unity Canada sa Facebook at baka ikaw na yung hinahanap ng aming mga employer. Sabi ni Simus, good evening po Sir Cup, nag-email pa ko resume for hotel front desk. Ano po ang next step? You will get an invitation po if you are for screening. No? Kung wala po kayo, please follow up us po mga Cup. Pero most of the time, if you are matched with our employer, what we will going to do is we will send you an invitation email for free screening. It's free screening. Kung wala po kayo niyan, then email back us. Tinatanggap po bang proof of funds ang unliquidated cash from separation pay or back pay?
Kung nakuha mo na yung money at yan ay nasa bank account mo na, then considered na siya. Pero kung ang ibig mo sabihin ng unliquidated cash is currently you're still working with the company at the end of your term, let's put a date on it. Let's say today is October and you're claiming na on December you're gonna receive a separation pay or back pay and you want to include that amount on your proof of funds today, then definitely it's a no. It's like, babalik ako doon sa una ko example about Lotto. It's like you're claiming na mananalo ka ng $60 million, pero hindi mo pa naman hawak yung $60 million. So, technically, may probability na makuha mo yung 60 million. However, in this situation, hindi mo pa siya hawak. So, hindi mo pa siya pwedeng i-claim.
Napakaganda ng mga example, Miss Mel, no? Pero totoo naman, no? Bakit ka mag-compute ng, although nataya ka ng Lotto at you have the guts, you have the feeling, no? Na mananalo ka talaga, no? Kasi eto na napaniginipan mo tong number na to. At feel mo na mananalo ka, but still, you cannot count it kasi hindi mo pa hawak yung pera. Diba? Kahit na
masama kasi loob ko, kaya puro ganyan na example ko. Kasi tumaya ako sa Lotto nung nasa US ako. Di man lang ako nanalo kahit piso.
Kahit baliktaya lang sana, no? Pero napakaganda example with the proof of funds, no? As long as wala sa bangko mo at hindi mo hawak, then hindi siya proof of funds, no? Kahit ini-expect.
Kayo, iba kasi ang ginagawa nila. Common na scenario, especially sa student visa. Ini-include nila sa kanilang proof of funds yung pera ng kanilang sponsor. Depende na lang kung paano mo i-portray kung paano mo isasampit yung evidences ng iyong sponsor. Pero meron kasi ako mga nakikita na ina-assume na nila lahat ng pera ni sponsor is mapupunta sa kanila.
Thank you, Miss Mel. And of course, hi Cap Joey Miss Mel from Oz, sabi ni Dismark Monarch, and Zizel at nurse po ako pero walang experience, can I still apply? You know what? There's no harm in applying. It's free, submit, and if you are if you're matched with our employer, then you will receive an invitation from us. Walang mawawala po sa inyo. Hello po, kailan po ulit magkakaroon ng job fair, no? Soon, inaayos lang po namin, in-organize po namin yung ating job fair dahil ang dami po, we are unexpected po mga Kap yung suporta ninyo sa amin and there's overflowing of applicants And of course, meron pong preference po si employer. That's why nahirapan din po kami mag-match ng mga experiences po inyo. Pero because of this po mga kap, we are improving our system, our software, our team to make sure po mga kap na maging convenient po sa lahat. However, our job fair po mga kap, soon to be announced po mga kap. And kagandahan ng job fair na to, it's maraming mga position available po mga kap. Yun ang good news. Pero too early to announce, no? Too early to announce. Thank you very much sa mga nagsusuporta. Hello po, nakapag-assess na po ako. Yun, very good. Sabi ni Amery Uyag, if I study in Montreal after I graduate and then obtain work experience via PGW, do I am eligible to apply for PR in other province? Thanks po.
If you're planning naman na mag-permanent resident with the other province, bakit pahirapan mo pa yung sarili mo sa Montreal ka pa mag-aral? Kasi iba ang ruling ng Montreal when it comes with or ng Quebec in general into other provinces. Yung kung ikaw ay nag-aral sa Montreal or sa Quebec, hindi yan tinitake into consideration para mag-plus point siya sa ibang mga provinces. Especially, halimbawa, let's say, you're trying to apply when it comes with the AIPP under the International Graduate Program. So, kung hindi ka graduate ng Atlantic, then you cannot apply for their AIPP. Not unless na lang, na-meet mo yung other qualification nila at nasa Atlantic provinces ka na.
Thank you, Ms. Mel. Sabi ni Daryl, hi Ms. Mel, apektado po bang application ng work permit if may history of refusal ka ng visit visa years ago? By the way, applicant po ako under Community Canada, si Daryl Beriones.
Work permit application and visitor visa, it's two different application at all. Pwede siyang hindi maka-apekto sa working permit, pwede rin siyang maka-apekto, depende sa refusal reason. What do I mean by this? For example, you applied for a tourist visa years ago, let's say 10 years ago or 5 years ago. Unfortunately, one of the reasons why it was refused is because meron siyang misrepresentation. So, in that sense, then it will affect your application for work permit as well. Pero if say napaka-minor ng reason for them to refuse the application, then there's no harm or there's no problem. You don't have to worry when it comes with the work permit application.
Thank you, Ms. Mel. And of course, we have Katrina follow-up question. Wala po magiging problema if mag-PR application kami afterwards.
As long as you're qualified, and I strongly suggest naman to apply for your permanent resident para at least you set a stone sa yung pagpunta dito sa Canada para di ka nag-aalangan later on.
And of course, within follow-up, follow-up po, send po CB for cleaner sa community email, la pa rin pong hiring. Thanks po. Again, mga kap, if you send a resume to us, and if you're qualified, we will email back po mga kap for pre-screening. If not po mga kap, you can follow up. Feel free to follow up. But again, if you didn't receive an email from us, in short po mga kap, you are not much with our employer. However, nandyan lang po yung file po ninyo sa amin. If we have another employer na nagmamatch po yung requirements niya sa'yo, then definitely you will get an email notification from us. Kung wala, hintay-hintay or email us. Kap, follow up ko lang. Ayun, ganyan, no? Student visa, may age limit po ba?
Under the law, wala naman nagsasabi na kapag ikaw ay sa certain age, bawal ka na mag-apply ng student visa.
Ayan, sabi ni G, hi, good evening po. Ask ko lang po about sa Red Seal certification or program from Taiwan po, and thanks.
Depende yan sa provinces, pero based on my experience when it comes with Red Seal. Kasi kinukwento ko yan sa'yo, di ba, Joey? Nung nandito ka sa Edmonton. Dahil si husband is, pwede, ang kusinero kasi dito, it's an option for you to become a Red Seal holder o hindi. So, karamihan based nung ina-apply ko yung application and even helping with my clients, number one requirement is you need to be here in Canada under the working permit. Hindi pwedeng naka-tourist visa ka. Dahil kailangan mo ng employer to support yung iyong application for the Red Seal para mag-proceed siya. So, without being in Canada or not working in Canada legally, then most of the time, hindi siya magpo-proceed with the Red Seal. I mean, Red Seal is a different process. Kumbaga sa mga nurses, iba ang proseso ng regulatory board para matawag din kayong RN sa Canada. Iba rin po ang process ng Red Seal. Most of it is ina-assess nila kung tanggap na nila yung iyong work experience dito sa loob ng Canada. If not, then you have to work first bago ka nila payagan na umupo sa exam.
Absolutely. Sabi ni Enrique, mga ilang days or weeks kadalasan ang passport request cap?
Kapag ka na-send mo yung resume, karamihan ngayon is 5 to 10 days.
Thank you, Ms. Mel. And of course, another question is, sabi ni Princess Gamban, hi, good morning po. How long will it take usually for immigration to provide a schedule for our medical?
It usually depends on the officer, but the keynote for that one is as long as pasok yung iyong tawag doon, nasa processing time, they can request it anytime. So, if medyo worried ka about the medical and you wanted to do it right away, you can do upfront medical at kahit hindi mo naantayin yung request from them.
And of course, Leonardo Rinya, ano po usually rejection ng work permit?
Maraming pwedeng possible na reason, pero most of it na nakikita ko is hindi mo na-meet yung job offer doon sa iyong application. What do I mean by this? Dito mo makikita kung bakit, 'di ba, before ka mag-apply ng working permit, it's mandatory for you to have the LMIA. Basahin yung mabuti yung LMIA din. Dahil minsan may mga clauses doon na dapat na-meet din ng worker. Example, ang nasa job posting ng employer is dapat naka-bachelor's degree ka. Pero yung pinapasa mong requirement is high school ka. So technically, how are you going to meet the job offer kung ang posting nila dapat bachelor's degree ka pero ang iyong education is high school graduate?
So thank you very much, Ms. Mel. And of course, may tanong din si for TFW po, gaano katagal po ang medical exam requirements and biometrics last July 2021 daw siya?
You should receive it anytime soon. Pero like I've said, if you're worried about the medical exam, you can always do upfront naman po. However, the only disadvantage with that is you need to leave the Philippines kapag ka na-approve yung application within 1 year. So, I'm hoping na kung manggagaling po kayo ng Pilipinas is mahabol yung polo and OEC by that time.
Thank you, Ms. Mel. Sabi ni Cristel, hello po, Kap, Ms. Mel. Ask ko lang po, ano po yung advantage ng 4-year degree Canadian equivalent sa ECA?
Depende kung saan mo gagamitin na program. Pero let's say you're going to apply for express entry, then definitely yung 4-year degree versus sa 2-year degree, may difference sa points. Pero kung halimbawa ang ina-applyan mo is caregiver pathway, regardless na 4 years yan or meron ka masteral degree, it doesn't matter kasi ang minimum requirement ng program is at least 1 year post-secondary. So, walang bearing kung naka 4 years ka or naka-masters ka pagdating sa caregiver.
Actually, tanong naman ni Glenda, Kap Joey, aside from the student pathway, no, ano po pong pwede sa case ko if ayaw maging student? Itong mga Kap, kasi common to ayaw mag-student, ano po yung other pathway, Ms. Mel?
Well, I will still go back kung ano ang iyong background. Kasi baka at saka I always ask my client kung ano ang priority mo. Kasi katulad kahapon, I do have a consultation. Ang kanyang worry, ang kanyang gustong mangyari, I want the easy. Maraming option dyan. However, will be the easiest, will be the best pathway for you. Ano ba ang trabaho mo? Is there any possibility ba na makakuha ka ng employer? How's the English exam? Or kamusta naman yung maraming kailangan i-factor out. So if you don't want to be an international student in Canada, possible naman yan, but you have to work hard on your score kung gusto mo ng direct permanent resident. I mean, hindi siya fits for everyone. So, hindi dahil sa ito yung application, you're gonna stick into one program. And then, let's say, express entry, if you're gonna ask me what's the easiest pathway, I will always say na express entry because it's a direct permanent resident application. Pero, marami kang kailangan i-factor out. How's your English exam? How's your education? Your work experience? Your age? Meron ka bang kamag-anak dito sa Canada? Kumbaga, ang dami mong kailangan isipin.
Thank you, Ms. Mod. And of course, nagtatanong din si Isidro, hi Kapwa, I was interviewed last week by a Canadian employer. I think nabasa na natin to. Sabi ni Harvey Manuel, thanks for the invite. Ano ang pinaka-best way for me to go to Canada? As of the moment, I've sent my resume already, pero wala pong na-receive na assessment. I think you give us at least 48 hours. If it's more than, please check your spam kasi minsan pupunta po sa spam yung resulta. If not, please message us back. Sabi ni Dion, hi, good morning po. Do you have any updates on the last time job fair, final interview result? Again, we are still on the selection process. If ever pumakap, we will send you an, if you are selected or you get a job offer, you will receive an email. If not, we're still on the selection process, pumakap. Angelo, what if a fully vaccinated na Sputnik required po mag 14-day hotel quarantine upon the arrival?
Actually, I am very thankful dahil gising na ang ating partner for travel, which is si Julie Ann. So, tinanong ko kagad sa kanya to kung ano ang pwedeng gawin. Kasi when it comes with travel restriction, I always undergo, aside from the website, is ang ating mga travel agent. Kasi they always have or they're always updated when it comes with the new ruling or restrictions sa pagpasok ng Canada. So I'm going to read what Julie Ann told me. So she said that since it's not qualified and it's not accepted ng Canada, you still have to do the 14-day quarantine. However, pwede ang home quarantine for 14 days as long as suitable for quarantine ang tutuluyan mo. Meaning, you have your own room and you have your own washroom. Thank you, Judy.
Thank you very much, Judy. And of course, sabi ni Anne, maraming salamat pa lang po sa pag-invite sa amin. Dito, maraming salamat din. Open na po ba ang tourist visa now for Canada? Sa mga lahat na nagpaplano mag-tourist visa, open na ba, Miss Mel?
Actually, yes, dahil nagpapapasok na sila ng traveler right now. Pero kung wala ka pang tourist visa dito sa Canada, unfortunately, ang tagal ng process na yun. Paano mo malalaman? Just a quick note lang para at least alam nila kung paano maghanap ng processing time. Wait. So, go with CIC, processing time. Kasi kagabi may nagtatanong sa akin nito kung paano din gagawin. So, type of application, temporary, and visitor visa from outside Canada. Let's say you're coming from the Philippines. I'm hoping na sana nagbago ha. So now it's 65 days.
Mm-hmm.
Pero may mga application tayo ng mga regular tourists. Although nagbigay sila ng bagong notification na if you applied before September 7, they strongly encourage you na mag-reapply ulit.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ms. Mel. And if you have more questions about this, or maybe you need help on processing your tourist visa, message at us info@Community Canada, and we can definitely help you with this. Hello po, Kap Joey Mamel. Ask ko lang po, paano malalaman kung legit ang JO or job offer from the employer under HCCP? Thank you po from Hong Kong.
Number one, you always have the right to call the employer. Ikaw ba, una sa lahat, saan mo ba nakuha yung job offer? Kasi kung yan ay online and hindi ka dumaan sa tamang process ng interview, then kahit papaano may red flag sign ka na. Pero number one, you're always free to call the employer directly. Search mo sa Google kung kayang i-search yung kanilang phone number. If not, on the job contract, meron doon phone number, then try to phone them.
Yeah. Anyway, Harvey, if you're watching right now, please check your spam because our team already replied. I messaged our team and they already reply 3 days ago, no? So please check your email, Harvey, or check your spam po. Yeah. And of course, hi Kap, ask ko lang po, kailan po pwedeng i-declare ang previous EE application ko pero withdraw na sa student application po?
I think na-answer na natin to.
Okay, Kap Joey, Miss Mel, ilang days po ang passport request po ninyo? Nasagot na ba natin to?
Passport request if the application is approved, then nasa mga 5 to 7 days.
Thank you, Miss Mel. Christina Gomez, hello po Kuya and Ma'am Mel. Ask ko lang po if student permit pa ako tapos in-invite pa ako ng father ko as tourist, okay lang po ba yun? Hindi po ba makaka-apekto sa pag-apply ko ng PR? Or need po ba ng open work permit mag-invite sa papa ko po? Salamat po.
First of all, yung father mo makakapunta ng Canada under the tourist visa kasi they meet the qualification under the tourist visa. You can always invite them, pero kung ang tinitignan mong option is super visa, is hindi pa siya magmamatter because you're not a permanent resident yet of Canada.
Thank you, Miss Mel. And of course, watching from Ontario, Canada, si Jean. Kapjoy, pwede po bang isabay ko yung anak ko going to Canada? Sabi niya.
Kung meron siyang proper visa to enter Canada, then definitely it's a yes.
Ayun, thank you very much. And sabi ni, I'm super rushed. Title of travel history, possible po ba kayo ma-approve? 30 days lang po ako nagstay. Uwi na din po ako after.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. Si Jury, hello po Kap Joy, Miss Mel, watching from Jeddah. God bless po. Good evening po Kap Joy at Miss Mel. Possibly po bang isang katulad ko ng OFW sa Hong Kong?
Possible naman po. Usually, pag galing ng Hong Kong, they go to Canada under the caregiver pathway. Depende yan kung ano yung background mo.
Absolutely. And again, we have another questions regarding the student update open work permit. You know what? Join our free webinar this coming Monday. Eve Jaramillo, feel free to join our webinar. Sabi ni Yo Happy, halimbawa po DH sa Hong Kong, qualified na sila sa experience pero ngayon po TER nakalagay po ay may training at education na. Ibig po bang sabihin kailangan na nilang mag-aral ng caregiving course?
Actually, the caregiver course is not mandatory. Actually, hindi nga considered yung mga NC2 sa Pilipinas dito sa Canada. Ang nagre-require niya is Pilipinas, hindi po Canada. It's still under, mas mataas pa rin yung factor kapag ka ikaw ay may work experience.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ms. Mel. Sabi naman ni Mon, good day po. May passport request na po yung main applicant pero ang ina-apply niya po ay single since starting applying. Kasi LDR kaya hindi nakalagay na common law. Question, pwede po ba siya magpakasal bago lumipad ng Canada then doon na asikasuhin sa change status? Thank you po and God bless.
Very tricky ito. So, if you're planning na magpakasal, kailangan i-update mo kagad si government right after ng kasal mo. Huwag mong antayin na makarating ka ng Canada bago mo i-declare kasi it's ano na siya, magiging misrepresentation na siya.
Yeah, thank you, Mon. And if you need a professional advice, message at capunitycanada.ca. Sabi ni Jose Rex Banzuela, hi Cap, finally after 2 years, my employer na nag-signify to hire me in Nova Scotia. Nagsimula na ako mag-submit ng requirements. Nahirapan ako sa certificate of employment kasi medyo specific ang required format. Nahirapan ako i-comply kasi iba-ibang nakasulat ng mga COEs ko. May paraan po bang itong matanggap? Certificate of employment.
Depende kung paano. Hindi ko siya masagot na po pwede o hindi. The reason being it's because
Hindi mo
hindi ko
nasagot.
alam kung ano yung nandun sa COE or paano mo maipo-provide yung proof na acceptable dito sa Canada.
Absolutely. Sabi ni Pilar Raymond, good evening po. I think nasagot na natin to. Natapos na po ako magbayad ng super visa. Gawin nakasabay kasi. Good morning po, student. I think nabasa na din natin to. Good evening, watching from Cagayan de Valley. Watching from Navesquia. Is Canada open po ba for leisure travel? Although have my relative po doon sa Anco wanting to apply for visitor visa. Kumusta po ang application for visitor visa? Nasagot natin yan itong tourist visa, di ba, Miss Mel? So, yeah. May visa na po ang asawa ko via work permit. Ano po bang magandang action para sa akin ng asawa niya at anak namin? Thank you po. So, may work permit na Miss Mel yung asawa.
Let's go first kung ano ang work niya dito sa loob ng Canada at kung yan ay skilled, then definitely pwede po kayo mag-apply ng dependent visa, which is yung asawa will gonna have open work permit at yung anak will either have tourist visa or student visa.
Sabi ni Gab, good evening po. Ask ko lang po, lahat ng employer po ba nag-a-apply ng LMIA na a-approve?
Hindi po. The reason kung bakit kailangan siyang i-apply because it's gonna undergo with the process. So, of course, po pwede yan ma-approve, po pwede rin po yan ma-refuse. There's a lot of reason for refusal for LMIA, pero hindi naman ibig sabihin na na-refuse si employer. Ibig sabihin is hindi na siya or hindi na possible na makapag-reapply siya sa susunod.
Absolutely. And of course po mga just to be reminded, no, yung LMIA, hindi mo yun application. Application po yan ng employer. So there's a lot of ways kung bakit po kailangan ng LMIA ng employer bago kayo ma-hire, no? Is there any age limit sa any program? Nasagot na natin to. DIY po ako. Almost a year na akong nag-job hunting through the email in Job Bank and Indeed. So I think that's the reality, Miss Mel, no? Mahirap or challenging talaga maghanap ng employer. Pero mga kapwa, huwag po kayong mawawalan ng pag-asa because there's a lot of employers still looking for your skills, no? The reason why they're hiring you or hiring a foreign worker because of your experience, because of your knowledge, di ba? So, dahil dyan, wag po kayong mawawalan ng pag-asa. So, is it challenging? Yes. Ang dami po na, hindi, 1 year ka pa lang, merong ang 3 taon na naghahanap ng employee, hindi pa rin sila makahanap. But again, they didn't give up, so please don't give up din as well. Hello po, Kap Joey, Miss Mel, watching, kumusta po kayo dyan? Okay naman kami. Kumusta ka, Miss Mel daw? Sabi ni Boyet.
Nakakapanibago kasi alam naman na lahat na bakasyon ako. Parang tagal kong nawala. Nakakamiss.
Kaya ganado, no? Ganado si Miss Mel, no? Nakakamiss talaga mag-live. Kasi part na natin to eh. Every Friday, no? Every Friday we have this live streaming. So parang pag na-miss out natin isa, parang may kulang, no? Ayan. Sabi ni Glenda, hello po Kap Joey. Glenda, hello po Miss Mel. Kap Joey, hello po. Sabi naman ni Kevin from KSA. Hello po ma'am, sabi ni Eugene Lapitan. And I think we're done, Miss Mel.
Thank
so
you.
Anyway, sa lahat ng mga nag-join sa atin, maraming salamat. And of course, join our free webinar this coming Monday. Miss Mel?
Yes, so I highly recommend to join us on our webinar every Monday po for different topic po yan. And also join on our Q&A every Friday. But in between, if you have any question, feel free to message us at Cap Unity Canada. And also, please like, share, and follow our page para po pag kaming update, una po kayo makakaalam ng mga bagong balita, especially if it's a job vacancy when it comes with different position po. And thank you all for supporting us. Mula noon hanggang ngayon, karamihan is nandito pa rin sa atin at nagjo-join.
Maraming salamat. And speaking of supporting or joining, please wag ninyong kakalimutan to follow Cap Unity Canada. I-on niyo po yung notification just in case we have a new job opportunities for you. Kayo yung unang notify. So that's it for our Q&A live streaming every Friday, 9 a.m. Halifax time, 8 p.m. Manila time po mga Kap. See you on Monday webinar and see you in our Q&A next week. Signing out for now mga kap. Bye!
Bye!